Cancer, I need you to sit with me for this one, because what I am seeing in these cards is absolutely profound. The energy coming through right now is not just about someone who wronged you. It is about the cosmic justice that is unfolding as we speak. I shuffled these cards with your sign in mind, specifically asking about that person who betrayed you, who manipulated you, who took advantage of your nurturing nature. And let me tell you, the universe has been taking detailed notes. What I am picking up is not just karma in some abstract sense. This is tangible, real-world consequences that are already setting into motion. The cards are showing me someone who thought they could use your vulnerability against you, who saw your compassion as weakness, and who is about to learn one of life's hardest lessons. Before we dive deep, I want you to understand that this is a general reading for entertainment purposes, interpreting the energy I see in these cards. Take what resonates with your situation and leave what does not. This is not meant to replace any professional advice you might need. But what I am sensing here is so specific, so clear, that I felt compelled to bring this message to you today. The person who hurt you is standing at the edge of a cliff they built themselves, and gravity is about to do what gravity does. Their world is crumbling in ways they never anticipated, and the most poetic part is that you do not have to lift a finger. The universe is handling this with precision that will leave you in awe. When the Seven of Swords appeared as my very first card, I actually had to pause for a moment because the energy was so sharp, so cutting. This card literally depicts a figure sneaking away with swords they have stolen, looking back over their shoulder to make sure no one is watching. And that is exactly what this person did to you, Cancer. They came into your life. They saw what you had to offer, your emotional depth, your loyalty, your resources, whether those are emotional, financial, or spiritual, and they calculated how to take what they wanted. What is really striking me about this card in your reading is the premeditation of it all. This was not someone who made a mistake in a moment of weakness. This was someone who planned, who strategized, who carefully constructed a version of themselves that they knew would appeal to you. They studied you, Cancer. They learned what makes you feel safe, what makes you open up, what makes you trust. And then they used that information like a blueprint for deception. I am seeing someone who knew exactly which vulnerable spots to touch, which dreams to pretend to share with you, which fears to pretend to soothe. The figure in the Seven of Swords is tiptoeing away, trying not to make a sound, trying not to alert anyone to what they are doing. That sneaky, cowardly energy is exactly how they operated in your life. They did not have the courage to be honest, to show you who they really were, because they knew you would never accept that version of them. So they created a mask, a performance, a whole fictional character designed to gain your trust and access to whatever they wanted from you. The Seven of Swords shows me someone who is a professional at this, and you were not their first target, nor did they think you would be their last. But here is what they did not account for, and this is where the energy gets really interesting. They underestimated the fact that Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon sees everything that happens in the darkness. Every lie they told, every manipulation they performed, every moment they smiled in your face while plotting behind your back, it was all being recorded in the cosmic ledger. This person thought they were so clever, sneaking away with what they stole from you. They probably felt proud of themselves, maybe even told their friends about how they played you, how easy it was. What I am picking up is someone who actually gets a thrill from deception, who feels superior when they successfully manipulate someone. And that arrogance, Cancer, that smug self-satisfaction, that is going to be their downfall. The swords they are carrying in this card represent the mental energy they invested in their schemes, the thoughts they spent constructing lies, the intelligence they wasted on manipulation instead of building something real. And those swords are getting heavier with every step. Soon they will not be able to carry them anymore. The King of Pentacles reversed is where this reading takes a turn that honestly gave me chills. This card upright represents mastery, abundance, security. Someone who has built something real and lasting through genuine effort and wisdom. Reversed, it shows me everything crumbling, collapsing under the weight of its own corruption. And this is what is happening to your betrayer right now, Cancer. Whatever they thought they gained by betraying you, whatever they thought they secured for themselves by being deceptive, it is turning to dust in their hands. I am getting this very specific vision of someone who appears successful on the outside. Maybe they have a good job, a nice home, a relationship, a social circle that admires them. But the foundation is rotted through. When I look at the King of Pentacles reversed, I see a ruler sitting on a throne that is cracking, coins slipping through their fingers no matter how tightly they grip them. This is someone who is losing their grip on the material security they worked so hard to build or steal. The King of Pentacles reversed is showing me financial troubles that are starting small, but growing exponentially. Maybe they are making poor decisions with money. Maybe investments are failing. Maybe their career is hitting walls they did not see coming. I am picking up someone who is suddenly facing unexpected expenses, deals falling through, income sources drying up. But it goes deeper than just money. This card is revealing to me that everything they built was constructed on a foundation of lies, manipulation, and stolen energy. They took from you. They took from others. They built their little kingdom on the backs of people they used and discarded. And now the ground is shaking. In practical terms, this might look like them losing a job they thought was secure, a business venture collapsing, investments turning sour, or even legal troubles around finances. The King of Pentacles reversed often indicates mismanagement of resources or unethical financial dealings coming to light. What is particularly fascinating about this energy is that they cannot figure out why everything is falling apart. From their perspective, they did everything right. They played the game, they took what they wanted, they protected themselves. But they do not understand universal law. They do not understand that you cannot build anything lasting on deception. Every connection they have is shallow because it is based on the false persona they project. Every achievement feels empty because deep down they know they did not really earn it. The King of Pentacles reversed is showing me someone who is about to lose their grip on everything they thought they controlled. Their reputation, their financial security, their sense of being a capable person who has their life together, all of it is built on sand, and the tide is coming in fast. Now the Page of Cups appears, and this is where my heart actually softened a bit. Not for them, but because of what this card represents about you, Cancer. The Page of Cups is pure, innocent, emotional offering. This is the messenger of the heart, someone who approaches love and connection with openness and hope. This card is showing me who you were when you opened your heart to this person. You were genuine. You were hopeful. You were willing to believe in something beautiful. You offered them something precious, your authentic emotional truth, your creative energy, your dreams. I am seeing you sharing parts of yourself that you do not share with just anyone. The tender places, the hopeful places, the parts of you that still believe in magic and connection and the goodness of people. The Page of Cups often carries a cup with a fish emerging from it, and that fish represents the surprising gifts that come from emotional openness, the unexpected joys, the creative inspirations, the moments of genuine connection that make life beautiful. You offered all of that to this person. Maybe you shared your artistic side with them. Maybe you told them about your dreams for the future. Maybe you let them see your playful, imaginative nature that you usually keep protected. Maybe you wrote them letters or messages full of feeling. Maybe you made them things with your hands. Maybe you supported their dreams with your whole heart. The Page of Cups in this position is showing me that you gave them a gift they were never worthy of receiving. And they knew it was precious. That is the worst part. They recognized the value of what you were offering. They understood that your emotional authenticity was rare and beautiful, and they took it anyway, knowing they were going to betray you. They drank from the cup you offered and then smashed it on the ground. This card is also revealing something important about the karmic weight of their actions. When you betray someone who gave you genuine love, genuine trust, genuine emotional vulnerability, the universe takes note in a different way. It is one thing to betray someone in a business deal or a casual acquaintance. It is another thing entirely to take someone's pure-hearted emotional offering and crush it for your own benefit. What I am picking up is that this person is starting to feel a void they cannot fill, an emptiness that no amount of new connections or distractions can satisfy. They are searching for something authentic, something real, but they cannot find it because they destroyed their own capacity to recognize real emotional connection when they destroyed what you offered them. The Page of Cups reversed in someone's life means they become cynical, closed off, unable to access their own emotional depths. And that is the curse they have brought upon themselves. The Knight of Cups charging into this reading is absolutely significant because this card represents someone new coming toward you, but more importantly, in this context, it is showing me the stark contrast between authentic emotional pursuit and what you experienced with your betrayer. This knight is upright, moving with genuine romantic or emotional intention, riding forward on a white horse with his cup held high. He is not sneaking like the Seven of Swords. He is not hiding or manipulating. He is open about his intentions, honest about his feelings, willing to be vulnerable in his pursuit. And this is highlighting everything your betrayer was not. Where the Seven of Swords showed someone sneaking and deceiving, the Knight of Cups shows someone who approaches openly, honestly, with clear intentions. This knight might represent an actual person coming into your life, someone who will show you what authentic emotional pursuit looks like. Or it might represent you reclaiming your own romantic, hopeful energy, but with wisdom now. Either way, this card is about genuine feeling, real connection, emotional authenticity. And here is what is really interesting about this placement in a karma reading. This knight is also representing the emotional fulfillment that is coming to you, while your betrayer experiences the opposite. I am sensing that the universe is literally redirecting the emotional abundance that should have been a mutual exchange between you and this person, and it is all flowing to you now. They are losing their capacity for genuine connection, while you are actually attracting something real. The Knight of Cups moves across water. He is fluid. He is in touch with his emotions. He knows how to navigate the realm of feeling. Your betrayer is drowning in that same water because they never learned to swim honestly. But there is another layer here that is crucial. The Knight of Cups is also showing me that your betrayer is going to witness you thriving emotionally. They are going to see you, maybe through social media, maybe through mutual connections, moving forward into something beautiful. And it is going to destroy them. Not because they actually love you. People who betray others the way they betrayed you are not capable of that kind of love, but because it will shatter their narrative. They needed to believe that you were less than them, that you were the weak one, the one who would suffer while they prospered. Seeing you genuinely happy, genuinely connected to someone or something authentic, it dismantles their entire self-concept. The Knight of Cups is showing me that your healing, your joy, your emotional evolution is actually part of their karma. They have to watch you become everything they could have had if they had been real with you. And that realization that they lost something irreplaceable because of their own choices, that is going to haunt them in ways you cannot even imagine. The Eight of Cups is absolutely breaking my heart and filling me with pride at the same time because this is you, Cancer, walking away. This card shows a figure in a red cloak leaving behind 8 carefully stacked cups and walking toward mountains in the distance under a moon that lights the path. The cups are arranged, but the figure is done with them. done trying to make them into something they are not. What I am feeling from this card is the moment you finally said enough. The moment you chose yourself over the illusion. The moment you decided that your peace was more important than forcing something that was already dead. I can feel the emotional weight of this decision. You did not leave lightly, Cancer. You are not someone who gives up easily on people or situations. You probably tried everything to make it work, gave them countless chances, made excuses for their behavior, hoped they would change. The 8 cups represent all that emotional investment, all that time and energy and love you poured into this connection. And walking away from that is one of the hardest things you have ever done. But here is what this card is revealing about the karma piece. Your walking away was the trigger. As long as you were still there, still trying, still hoping they would change or see your worth, they had access to your energy. The moment you turned your back and started climbing your own mountain, you cut off their supply. And that is when their downfall truly began. The 8 of Cups is showing me that you leaving was not just you saving yourself. It was you removing the foundation from everything they thought they had secured. They were feeding off your emotional investment, your hope, your willingness to see the best in them. When you withdrew that, everything else started collapsing because there was nothing real holding it up. I am getting this sense that they did not think you would actually leave. They thought you were too invested, too loving, too forgiving. Cancer is known for holding on, for nurturing, for giving people endless chances. They thought they could keep you on a string indefinitely, that you would always be there as their emotional safety net, or their backup option, or their source of validation. Your departure shocked them, and more than that, it scared them, because it forced them to face what they really are without your light reflecting off them. The moon in the 8 of Cups illuminates the path forward, showing that this journey, while painful, is divinely guided. You are being led towards something better, something that actually deserves your emotional depth. The 8 of Cups is also showing me your spiritual growth through this experience. Those mountains you are climbing, they represent higher consciousness, deeper self-understanding, stronger boundaries. You are not the same person who trusted them, and you never will be again. And that transformation, that evolution, it is so beautiful and so deserved. You are learning that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away. That closure is something you give yourself, not something you wait for someone else to provide. When the 5 of Wands appeared, I immediately understood the chaos that is erupting in this person's life right now. This card shows 5 figures fighting with wands raised, everyone in conflict. No harmony, no cooperation, just struggle and competition and discord. Each person is fighting for their own position. No one is listening to anyone else. There is no resolution in sight. And this is exactly what your betrayer is experiencing in every area of their life. Their relationships are falling apart into arguments and tension. Their work environment has become hostile or competitive in ways they cannot navigate. Even their internal world is in conflict because they cannot reconcile who they pretend to be with who they actually are. What is really striking about the 5 of Wands in this reading is that the conflict is coming from every direction. It is not just one problem they can solve or one person they can manipulate their way around. It is multiple sources of struggle all happening simultaneously, and they are overwhelmed. I am seeing someone who wakes up every day to a new battle, a new problem, a new conflict that requires their energy and attention. Maybe they are fighting with their partner about trust issues, dealing with competitive coworkers who are undermining them, facing family members who are questioning their choices, navigating friend groups where drama keeps erupting. And they are exhausted, Cancer. They are so tired from fighting all these battles that they cannot even remember what peace feels like. The 5 of Wands represents that scattered energy, where you are defending yourself on all fronts, but not actually winning anywhere. In practical terms, I am seeing this manifest as constant arguments that go nowhere, situations at work where they are in competition but keep losing, projects that face obstacle after obstacle, plans that fall apart due to conflicting interests. But here is the deeper truth this card is revealing. These conflicts are not random. Each one of these struggles represents a different lie coming home, a different manipulation being exposed, a different person they wronged finally standing up to them. The Five of Wands is showing me that everything they put out into the world with their deceptive energy is bouncing back at them multiplied. They created enemies where they could have had allies. They created competition where they could have had collaboration. They burned bridges they now wish they could cross. And now they are fighting battles on every front with no one in their corner, because they burned every bridge, betrayed every trust. This card is also showing me that they cannot win these battles through their usual tactics of deception and manipulation, because everyone is on to them now. Their tricks do not work anymore. Their lies are transparent. Their manipulation is obvious. So they are actually having to face these conflicts head on, and they do not have the skills or the character to do that successfully. The Five of Wands is exhausting energy, and they are living in it constantly now. No rest, no peace, no resolution, just endless struggle. And the worst part is, they know they brought this on themselves, even if they would never admit it out loud. The Star reversed is one of the most telling cards in this entire reading, because it reveals the depth of hopelessness your betrayer is sinking into. Upright, the Star is about hope, faith, inspiration, feeling connected to something greater, believing in positive outcomes, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It is that beautiful energy of renewal and optimism, of feeling blessed and guided. Reversed, it is despair, disconnection, losing faith not just in the universe, but in themselves, feeling like the light has gone out. And this is where they are right now, Cancer. I am seeing someone who is losing their sense of hope for the future. Whatever they thought their life was going to be, whatever vision they had for themselves, it is crumbling before their eyes. And the worst part for them is they are starting to realize that they are the architect of their own destruction. The Star reversed is showing me someone who lies awake at night, feeling empty, feeling lost, feeling like they are drifting in darkness, with no guiding light and no clear direction. They look around at their life, and nothing feels right anymore. Nothing brings them joy. Nothing feels meaningful. Everything they touch seems to wither. Every plan they make seems to fail. Every hope they hold seems to die. And they cannot figure out why. Well, I can tell you why, Cancer. When you betray someone the way they betrayed you, when you manipulate and deceive and use people, you disconnect yourself from the source of real light, real hope, real inspiration. You cut yourself off from the authentic connections and experiences that actually fill the human soul. The Star reversed is revealing that they are spiritually bankrupt. They traded their integrity for temporary gains, and now they are discovering that those gains cannot sustain them, cannot fulfill them, cannot bring them any real happiness. I am also picking up that they are trying to find their way back to some sense of meaning or hope, but every path they try is blocked. Every attempt to create something better falls apart. Every new beginning turns sour quickly. Every person they try to connect with sees through them. It is like they are cursed, and in a way they are. They curse themselves by their own actions. The Star reversed often shows up when someone has lost faith in the goodness of life, when they feel like the universe is against them. But what they do not understand is that the universe is not against them. It is simply reflecting back to them the energy they put out. They created this darkness by choosing deception over truth, manipulation over authenticity. The Star reversed in a karma reading is particularly powerful because it shows the loss of not just external things, but internal light. They are walking through life like a shell, going through motions but feeling disconnected from anything real or beautiful or hopeful. And that inner emptiness is the heaviest karma of all. The Three of Cups arriving in this reading honestly made me smile, because this card is about celebration, community, genuine friendship, and joyful connection. Three friends raising their cups together in genuine celebration, supporting each other, enjoying each other's company without agenda or manipulation. And in the context of this karma reading, it is showing me two very different scenes playing out simultaneously. For you, Cancer, this card represents the authentic connections you are building or will build with people who truly value you, who celebrate you, who show up for you with genuine love and loyalty. You are finding your people, your real tribe, the ones who see your worth and honor it. I am seeing you laughing with friends who actually have your back, celebrating victories with people who are genuinely happy for you, building relationships based on mutual respect and real affection. But for your betrayer, the Three of Cups is showing me the painful absence of this energy in their life. They are watching other people experience genuine friendship and celebration while they sit in isolation. Or worse, they are surrounded by people, but still feeling completely alone because every connection they have is superficial and transactional. What I am really picking up about this card is that your betrayer is starting to notice something terrible. Nobody really knows them. They have acquaintances, maybe they have people they party with or work with or present a social media image with, but no one actually knows who they are because they have never shown anyone their real self. They cannot show their real self because their real self is someone who betrays people, who manipulates, who uses others. So they are trapped in this prison of superficiality, always performing, always wearing the mask, never experiencing the deep soul-level connection that the Three of Cups represents. And now they are craving genuine connection, but they do not know how to create it. They destroyed the blueprint for authentic relating when they betrayed you. The Three of Cups is also revealing something about social karma. I am seeing situations where they are being excluded from social circles, where invitations stop coming, where people start gathering without them. Maybe someone discovers what they did to you, or maybe their pattern of behavior becomes obvious to others. But either way, they are experiencing social isolation. People are starting to talk, to compare notes, to realize that this person is not who they pretend to be. And for someone who probably used social connection as a way to feed their ego and maintain their image, this is devastating. They are losing their community, their social standing, their reputation. People are starting to see them for who they really are, and they do not like what they see. The Three of Cups can also represent celebration of a victory, and in your case, Cancer, this is about celebrating your freedom from this person, celebrating your growth, celebrating the authentic life you are building. Meanwhile, they are sitting alone, excluded from the joy they could have had if they had just been real. The Seven of Pentacles is fascinating here because this card is all about evaluating your investment, looking at what you have built, assessing whether your efforts are paying off, standing back and taking stock of the results of your labor. In traditional imagery, this shows a farmer leaning on his tool, looking at the pentacles growing on a bush, contemplating whether the harvest will be worth all the work invested. And for your betrayer, this evaluation is absolutely devastating. I am seeing someone who is finally looking at their life, really looking at it with honest eyes, and realizing they have invested in all the wrong things. They invested in deception instead of authenticity. They invested in manipulation instead of developing genuine skills and value. They invested in taking from others instead of creating their own worth. They invested time and energy into maintaining lies instead of building something real. And now they are standing in their garden, so to speak, looking at what has grown from those seeds, and it is all weeds and thorns. Nothing beautiful, nothing nourishing, nothing sustainable. The Seven of Pentacles is showing me a moment of terrible clarity for this person where they understand, maybe for the first time, that they wasted years of their life on strategies that do not actually work in the long term. They thought they were being smart, playing the game, getting ahead by taking shortcuts and using people. But they were actually digging themselves deeper into a hole with every choice. What is really interesting about this card in terms of karma is that it represents work without reward, effort without harvest. I am seeing them putting in energy, trying to fix their life, trying to rebuild, trying to manipulate new situations to their advantage, but nothing is working. The soil is poisoned by their past actions. Everything they try to grow dies before it can mature. Every seed they plant fails to sprout or grows into something twisted and unhealthy. And they are starting to realize that the problem is not external circumstances or bad luck or other people sabotaging them. The problem is them, the choices they made, the person they decided to be. In practical terms, the Seven of Pentacles might show up as them working hard at something, but seeing no results, putting effort into a career that is not advancing, trying to save a relationship that keeps deteriorating, attempting to build financial security, but watching money slip away. It is the frustration of effort that does not pay off because the foundation is wrong. The Seven of Pentacles is also showing me regret, deep, painful regret, about specifically what they lost when they betrayed you. They are looking back with the benefit of perspective and starting to understand what they had, what you offered them, what could have been if they had just been real and honest and treated you with the respect you deserved. But it is too late now, and that realization is eating them alive. They had something genuine, and they threw it away for temporary gain or ego gratification or whatever selfish reason motivated their betrayal. And now they are looking at the barren wasteland of their life and understanding that they traded gold for fool's gold. The Seven of Pentacles represents that painful moment of reckoning where you have to admit to yourself that your strategy failed, that you invested in the wrong things, that you have to start over, but the time is gone and the opportunities are past. The Queen of Cups as our final card is absolutely perfect because this is you, Cancer, coming into your power. This queen sits on her throne by the water, holding an ornate cup that is covered, sealed, protected. She has felt everything, processed everything, and emerged sovereign. Unlike the Page of Cups, who offers the cup openly and innocently, the queen knows who deserves to drink from her cup and who does not. This is who you are becoming through this experience. Someone who understands the depths of emotion, but is no longer controlled by them. Someone who can hold space for feeling without drowning in it. Someone whose intuition is sharp and whose boundaries are strong as steel. The Queen of Cups is showing me that while your betrayer is losing everything, you are gaining something far more valuable: yourself. You are learning to trust your intuition again, that inner knowing that probably warned you about this person, but that you overrode because of your generous heart and your desire to see the best in people. You are learning that your emotional depth is not a weakness, but a superpower when wielded with wisdom and discernment. The Queen of Cups represents emotional intelligence, and you are developing yours at a level that will serve you for the rest of your life. She knows how to read people, how to sense what is beneath the surface, how to protect her energy while still remaining open to genuine connection. But here is what really struck me about this card, as the conclusion to this karma reading. The Queen of Cups is also showing me that you are becoming untouchable to people like your betrayer. You are developing the ability to see through manipulation immediately, to recognize inauthentic energy from a mile away, to protect your emotional space without apology. You are no longer the Page of Cups offering your heart to anyone who smiles at you. You are the queen who knows her worth and only allows people into her realm who can honor it. And this transformation, this evolution. This is the ultimate victory. Your betrayer wanted to diminish you, to use you, to leave you broken and doubting yourself. Instead, they catalyzed your transformation into someone stronger, wiser, more powerful than you were before. The Queen of Cups is showing me that you are ready for the blessings that are coming, the genuine love, the authentic connections, the opportunities that align with your true self, because you now have the discernment to recognize real from fake and the strength to choose yourself always. This queen also represents someone who uses their emotional experiences as wisdom. You are not bitter from what happened. You are better. You are not closed off. You are selectively open. You have not lost your capacity for love. You have refined it. The Queen of Cups knows that her emotions are her guidance system, and you are learning to listen to that system with trust and confidence. Cancer, as we close this reading, I want you to really take in what the cards have shown us today. This person who betrayed you, who thought they could use your love against you, who believed they would walk away unscathed while you suffered, they are experiencing consequences beyond anything they imagined. The Seven of Swords showed their deception, but every card after revealed how that deception is unraveling their entire life. Their material security is crumbling with the King of Pentacles reversed. The innocent love you offered them as the Page of Cups is something they can never find again. The Knight of Cups shows authentic connection flowing toward you while they drown in their dishonesty. The Eight of Cups revealed how your departure triggered their collapse. The Five of Wands shows the constant conflict they now face. The Star reversed exposes their hopelessness and spiritual bankruptcy. The Three of Cups highlights their isolation while you find genuine community. The Seven of Pentacles reveals their devastating realization that they invested in all the wrong things. And the Queen of Cups shows you rising into your power while they fall into despair. But this reading is not really about them. It is about you understanding that you do not need to do anything to make karma happen. You do not need to seek revenge or wish ill on them or even think about them. The universe has this handled with precision and justice. Your job is to focus on your own healing, your own growth, your own evolution into the Queen of Cups energy that is your birthright. I am seeing beautiful things coming for you, genuine connections with people who recognize and honor your worth, opportunities that align with your authentic self, abundance that is earned through your real efforts and gifts, love that does not require you to shrink or hide or perform. The energy is shifting in your favor because you chose integrity even when it hurt. You chose to walk away even when it was hard. You chose yourself even when you were programmed to choose others. That takes immense courage, Cancer, and the universe recognizes that. Remember, this reading is for entertainment purposes, interpreting the energy I see in these cards. Take what resonates and leave what does not. But I hope you feel the validation in these messages, the confirmation that your pain was not invisible, that the wrongs done to you are being balanced by forces greater than any of us. Keep climbing your mountain. Keep opening your heart to people who deserve it. Keep trusting your intuition. You are exactly where you need to be, and everything is unfolding perfectly.